Hey, I'm Eric here from Outcast Magazine in New York City, and today we're joined by recording artist Eric McMiller talking about his new album, a little bit about his story, how he got into the music industry, and then for any aspiring artists out there, how you can get involved as well. Thanks for joining us.
Aiming for the heart of Tennessee. I'm running America, know my name. I got California calling me, ring, ring, ring. And this East Coast living, he might see the red heart and blood in my veins. And where I come from, a man is a man. It's girl, kiss on the ladies, gentle hands. We make together, but baby, we're bound for a man in America country sound.
Eric, thanks so much for joining us today. I was really excited to get a copy of your new album and listen to it. I really enjoyed it. I think it's going to be great, and I'm sure everyone listening is going to enjoy it too.
Yeah, wow, that means a lot, and thanks so much for having me. I'm just happy to be here at Outcast Magazine. As you know, I'm a subscriber.
Yeah.
So this is great. I can't wait to see what you have in store for me. So.
All right, awesome. So I think it would be helpful for everyone just to get to know you, a little bit about your story. So just tell us about who you are, your family, where you came from, stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah, so I live here in New York City, and I've been here for over 9 years now. And I originally was born in Wisconsin, so all my Heartland people, of course, will be happy to hear that. And lived there up until about 24, my 24th birthday.
Okay.
That's when I packed up the car and the wheels got rolling straight to New York, and been here ever since.
So when you packed up your car in Wisconsin and drove over to New York, what was your big dream? Why did you do that?
When I first moved here, I had to work, right? I had to find like something. I couldn't just, okay, I'm gonna make a record on my first day.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could have, but I just didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
And so it was sort of masked as I'm gonna be like a record producer or engineer.
Yeah.
And just I threw myself into that field through some previous networking experiences, landing a job at a major recording studio.
Cool.
And worked in the studio for about 4 years full time, just like learning the craft of recording, being exposed to people who were doing that, recording and working with recording artists.
So Eric, how Clashville? It's a brand new album. How did you come up with the inspiration behind it? Tell us a little bit about the vision of the album and how you turned it from an idea to reality.
I mean, for me, I think it comes down to like really like a coming together of two separate forces, and then something good coming from that, you know. So in the recording process, I used musicians in Nashville for really that sort of unique Nashville sound.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, there's, I mean, words to describe, like, you know, like some twang in the sound. And obviously, I am a singer from the north, and so there's really no twang in my voice, at least not yet. So that's sort of one sort of coming together of like a singer from the north, a band from the south.
Cool.
And it's sort of part of the sound of the album.
Okay, awesome. And you went down to Nashville to record it, right?
Well, interestingly enough, the producer I work with, Cliff Goldmacher, he has technology available where you can actually use Skype and sort of like remote in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I was able to listen in, and I had already done sort of my homework.
Yeah.
I had sort of pre-recorded all the tracks, the length of the songs, and where the songs would transition from, let's say, verse to chorus.
Yeah.
So that was all set. I call in and basically just listen to an amazing band of musicians record what I had already written.
Cool.
And then sang my vocals in New York and recorded that here in New York.
A lot of people that are listening are young adults that dream of doing exactly what you're doing, being in a place like New York City, like releasing their own album with dreams of hitting it big or something like that. What would you say to someone who's in high school or college and dreaming about a career in the music industry? How do they, practically speaking, get started doing that?
But practically speaking, I think that the best place to start is and I give this advice to other like younger musicians that have asked me about it, is the best thing you can do is sort of just look to the people around you. You know, and if you're feeling good about what you've just created and you're getting really solid feedback from this other person, then you may want to take that next step and think about laying down some tracks. Even it could be just starting out laying out on your phone. Man, the making it big part, I think, is that's something that there are so many other external factors that are outside of one person's control.
Yeah.
I think it still comes down to making the right connections, and usually it's genuine connections like friendships with other people that can help you, but that really happens at sort of every step along the way.
If someone were to set out and record their own album or try to get a career in the music industry, what can they expect? Because I assume it's not, I'm going to put up my first YouTube video and then be Justin Bieber. Like, what can someone expect?
Man, there's a lot I could say about what's enjoyable about doing this, because it really is like a true pleasure for me. But I think the first thing realistically to expect when you sort of set out on this journey to record or start a career is some form of resistance along the way.
Right.
Like the analogy that comes to mind for me is like if you wanted to cross the Atlantic Ocean, right? Sure, if someone were able to sort of set the path before you to make sure that it's nice and smooth and like no waves or no anything like that, you could probably cross it by yourself in a little sailboat, hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
But what's more realistic is actually to expect turbulence, and that it's probably going to be some back and forth, and that you need to prepare and possibly even ask for help from someone who's done it before.
Right.
I think that's the biggest lesson I've learned this time, is that the more you can find people, experts who have gone the path before you, potentially the easier they can make it, and the more you can sort of navigate roadblocks.
Yeah.
So for those of you out there who are thinking about potentially recording an album, or perhaps building a career in the recording or entertainment industry, I would just encourage you to keep going. And if there are potential setbacks, don't let that stop you. Just look at it as a learning experience and something that you can really grow and build from. And go for it.
Awesome. I think that's a really great thing to hear for a lot of people. We're really excited about your album. Where can the people listening to this find your album, to buy it, to pick it up, and give it a listen?
Yeah, thanks. The best place you can navigate to is ericmcmiller.com. It's a website that I maintain personally. I'm a one-man operation, at least for now. But folks can connect with me there. You can stream music there. You can purchase music there. And it'd be great to connect with you.
So yeah, if you want to learn more about Eric McMiller, ericmcmiller.com, just scroll right down on this page and there'll be a link right there for you. But thanks so much for joining us. Thanks, Eric, for joining us. It was a pleasure having you. Eric.
Firehouse sound, let her engine ready roll. Alarm on the alert, a singer, man, we gotta go. Oh no, oh man, we gotta roll. Wide-eyed Willie, he likes the pastor's kid Susie. Wide-eyed Willie chasing